G'day everybody, it's story time about what I've done before. And I still, think sometimes is it the right thing to do when I did that? But I believe it is because I still do it. Right? And I believe if you know you're not in the wrong and you know it was for the right reasons and not to blackmail or hurt anybody, it's for the right reasons, then do it. Okay, people? That's what I believe. And you know what I did a few years ago when it come to some family issues on Emma's side? And I've done it with mine a little while back then, I remember. But I'd do it if I needed to. But what you do is, if you're having problems about these people saying this, and you hear people talking behind people's backs and stuff like that, is you you go find out. So you go, well, I'll go find out what the opinion is and what they tell me, and then I'll let you know, and I'll give you the truth. And so you don't get no whispers. I'll record everything. And I'll go stand up to this person and I'll go confront them about these answers, and I'll record it and find out for you, so that way I can bring it back to you and you can find out. As long as when you do this for people, this can backlash, and as long as you've been doing the right thing, and then you can even go tell them that you recorded them, which I don't mind to do. Definitely when you bring it back and it's helped sort out something, you can mention, well, we recorded this and this is how we knew, but it's all for the good. But if you sometimes when you do that and you bring it back, they have a go at you for doing it. But really, you're doing the right thing. It's the way to get people to confess something, right? Instead of using, no, no, I didn't say that, because people say that all the time. They say one thing to another, and they say to someone, oh, no, no, I didn't say that. They lie. And so, how do you catch these people out? Or how do you catch out a person that said that they'll upset you with you, and then you go there and you find out they're not, right? And then you go back there, and then they come back the next day, and then these people come back and said, oh, well, they just bullshitted you and said that they still hate your guts, mate. So what you do is you record it. So to fix that problem, you need to record this person. So you recorded when you went and see him. You go, well, that's bullshit. I got this record. You come with me right now, the second time, right? And come with me with this recording that I know what he said, and I'll confront him again and go, you said this is right, and what did you say at work, right? And you find out the truth, right? And if the other person comes back the second time, you want him to have the recording too, because he knows that you did the recording, right? And you can play all the game. Everyone's like, oh, we're going to start recording people, right? And that's what I did a couple of times to solve some things. And I tell people things all the time that maybe other people don't want to hear about things. And I hope they don't go tell other people, but it does happen sometimes when you tell, oh, I think this person is just like this, right? It's my opinion. And you hope that they just, and definitely if they go, yeah, because a lot of these people go, yeah, yeah, I agree with you when you say things like that. And then they go behind your back and then they say, oh, this person just said this about you. Isn't that good? And yet they agreed. And even if they said to the other person, oh, I was just pretending, well, how does the other person know? How do you know that I wasn't saying something because I was picking up something, right? Or I even said more because you agreed and then you tricked me by agreeing. You don't want to be people like that. If you don't agree, you should just tell people straight away when they get told any information. And you don't go, yeah, yeah, yeah. You go, yeah, no, I don't agree with that, or don't tell me because I'll go tell them, right? And then the people go, okay, no, fair enough, right? And you can go tell the person what you just heard or whatever, right? And they'll know that you are a person that sticks up to certain people that you believe that you know is wrong. But if you go, yeah, 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 and then you go behind the scenes and go, this person just did that, and then lie, and I know a lot of people do this, right? Then you're deceiving, right? So imagine me doing this. We'll put this into a imagine part now. Me doing this to people, and then they thought it was bad behind the scenes, and they did that kind of crap and went, "Oh, you went and videoed you, and rah rah, was that right? Oh, that embarrassed me, rah 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 rah." I say this because I know people do this kind of thing, and they've even got movies about it and stuff. And then what they do is they go put cameras in sneakily into you to go have a laugh and video you, and then they have a laugh behind the scenes over things that's not even righteous. They just do it, and people can do that, and that's just being nasty. Anyone can record anyone at any time, but if you're doing it not righteous, then it's illegal and nasty. You understand the difference between recording people? And that's what I hope the government sees one day about recording, and puts it into a law in a way about what's can be recorded and why it's getting recorded. And if people have these excuses to do these recordings and why they're doing it, and they've got a good reason, then they can't get into trouble from doing it. The worst you can do is have a discussion and maybe get it removed. After discussion, then they find out that it's not the right thing. But if it's the right thing, like catching bad guys and stuff, you see them all over YouTube anyway, these things, then you're in the right to keep it up until the situation is sorted. Like you speak to the bad guy at court or whatever, and you said that you're going to pull it down or you forgive them, then it should be pulled down, right? Or they make an agreement at court that, look, we can have it up for a certain amount of time, and then you can pull it down, because we don't believe it should be up there forever to make money, because some people might cause things to make money so they can leave such clips up. You know what I mean? You can always get around things if you just think about it a little bit more, right? Sometimes people should have these clips. Like I said, they're allowed to have them up, but they only should have them up for a certain amount of time, like in a jail punishment kind of thing. And then they have to get them removed no matter what, because it's hurting that person. Definitely the person still says, yes, that is still hurting me. I do not like that film up. I've healed from that situation. It's long gone. I get the karma. The karma's been done. I don't need it to be extended. You know what I mean, people? But anyway, have a good one. And I thought I'd mention that, because I sure hope it's not happening to me, right? Because not long after I did that, things started going downhill, but it was a lot of things that happened in a certain time. But I just thought I'll chuck that out, because if it was, maybe one day it might resonate, maybe it won't, it doesn't really matter. Just like when people get upset and they post things up instantly about family members or friends, and they're like, oh, I'm sick of nobody helping me and stuff like that. That's because they tried 3 or 4 other 5 other people, right? And then other people pop up and go, well, I'm willing to help you, didn't ask, and all that. And then they go, oh no, it's the ones I asked, right? And then the ones that they did ask pop up and go, well, I told you I couldn't help you, and I gave you good excuse. And then you get these fights because people put up these stupid clips, right? I put up a couple just to see if I can get a response. Now, I've got some stupid clips up, right, people? I'll tell you now on this one, just to find out if I can get a response, because I've been talking about a response. Definitely when it comes to people who don't like my clips, because I want to see a peaceful response first. First response, how do they respond first? They're going to go sue me, they're going to attack me. Why are they doing it? Are they an enemy? Are they doing it deliberately for a gain? What are they doing? And so I post up. And then if you see me after I've talked about something and posted up, and you know I posted, and everyone knows that I've seen something, and it's been sorted, and I still don't do nothing, then you'll know the person I am. Then you're like, well, he's just an asshole, right? But my posts are not there to make money. I know I can make money on YouTube. It is a thing I've talked about, and hoping that I can make money, because it'll be an income so I can still easily do what I need to do. But it's not the main income. I can dance, I can talk shit, I can do a lot of things, I can fix things, I can create, so I can get many ways of income. I just thought, the way I am, where I am, locked in a cage, can't travel because of the law system, which I've complained about, and a lot of other things, keeps me in a hard spot. It's why we all like vehicles, isn't it? To get around. We all know the difference between having a vehicle and not having a vehicle, and how much easier and better it is having a vehicle and not having a vehicle. I know this time it's hard because of fuel costs, so that's one thing I'm not worried about at the moment. Fuel cost. I used to whinge about it a couple of years ago, since I've last driven, about fuel costs creeping around the dollar mark, and I used to think all the time and whinge about it. Better not get too far up, hits that $1.20, I'd be like, oh, and then but it will go down and hang out $1, so that was cool. But now I don't drive. I haven't even thought about it. I don't give a shit how high it gets now, because I don't drive. But anyway, have a good one, and I may not be driving again for a while. I could go for my license again, and I could get back, right? But I said if I did, right, I could easily lose it again, because I do have marijuana occasionally, and I might. Right, definitely in the state I am now. Unless things change big time for me, which is what I'm actually been trying to do, but it's not. I don't see myself quitting for 6 months or a year permanently, because there is times every now and then that we like a relaxer, and that's the thing I choose to help me. It works best for me than pills or alcohol, and so I won't be able to drive because of the unfair laws that they've got here. But have a good one, and see you later. It's a pity it wasn't the same with alcohol.